They say can't hang.
Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
Oh, good.
He said that he's in great pain and he wants to know if you can help him.
All right. Would you tell him to just relax and I'll be back as soon as I can with some medicine?
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
That's suspicious.
Secret city of Sasalombata, Hungary. Let's kick this off with a place in Hungary you should be able to view, but can't. Sasalombata, located near the Danube River, is partly blurred out on Google Earth, even though it's a public town. What's strange is that the blurred section contains the Dunai Finomito, which is the country's largest oil refinery. It's theorized that this censorship was requested by the Hungarian government for critical infrastructure protection. The problem? The same site can be seen in high detail on Bing Maps. So why blur it on Google Earth? That inconsistency raises eyebrows and suggests a selective strategy for hiding key industrial zones. The blurred island of Mururoa. In the sparkling Pacific, Mururoa Atoll should be paradise, but it's a toxic legacy site instead. This was the main nuclear test site for France from 1966 to 1996, where over 180 atomic tests were conducted. On Google Earth, parts of the atoll are heavily pixelated or simply not visible at all. Despite global transparency around nuclear testing history, France appears to have kept this place under wraps digitally, likely due to ongoing radiation risks and structural weaknesses in the atoll's bedrock. Leaks and underground collapses have been reported, possibly endangering the entire region. The HAARP site, Alaska. High-frequency mysteries swirl around HAARP, short for high.
What's that? Peace, power, prosperity to the village gang. Y'all already know why we here. Conspiracy pod. Conspiracy pod. Big salute to J-Dubs in the building already holding it down. You already know. We're about to talk about some crazy shit. We got 3 videos. I already started one already. We got 2 more videos. I'm about to jump to the other 2 for real, for real, for real. One is by Perky. Y'all know our homegirl over there by Perky. That's the name of the channel, Perky. Or it's Perky or something like that. Shout out to Shorty over there doing her thing. Peace. We're about to look at 2 videos. Her and then we got Dre OG. About to respond, review, react to today's shit. You're as usual. Y'all more than welcome to hang out in the town square. Have a shot and have a beer while it's clean and all it's fair. Conspiracy pod. We got take it over here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right.
Welcome back to the coolest channel on YouTube, man. Look, smash that like button. Let's get the video to like 15,000 likes, y'all. Look, I had to take like a 3. I gotta confess to y'all, I just got a BBL.
All right, something's not working. Something's not working. Let me kill that. Let me try again. Good old StreamYard. Yo. At least it looks like we're back. Boom. Shout out to Dre OG. Looks like we up and running.
Let me explain. Hold on. Let me explain.
Dre talking about how he got a BBL.
Bring this shit in. All right, so look, I got up one morning, and I'm the type of dude that I like to take a shower and go to bed, but I don't like to put on lotion. So I got up in the morning, my son, you know, look, and how they've been taught us through the years from tough time. None of this shit by yourself. We're in this thing called life together.
And y'all told me I was fucking evil. Told me I didn't know what I was talking about, and any other book that I was reading besides the Bible was blasphemy. Yet here we are, 4 years later.
Okay. The first spell that they had to place on us was to make us not see who they were. And it is called a glamour spell. They talk about it in the Emerald Tablets. It is in the Emerald Tablet, Tablet 8 or Book 8, under the Key of Mysteries. And I'm going to read this to you, and it's going to hit you when I read it. In the form of man moved they amongst us, but only to sight were they as are men. Serpent-headed when the glamour was lifted, but appearing to man as men among men, crept into the councils, taking forms that were like unto men, slaying their arts, the chiefs of their kingdoms, taking their form and ruling over men. Only by magic could they be discovered. Only by sound could their faces be seen. Sought they from the kingdom of shadows to destroy man and rule in his place. But know ye, the masters were mighty in magic, able to lift the veil from the face of the serpent, able to send him back to his place. There's a reason why they had to make us forget, because we were the masters and we could see through their veil. So in order to make us forget, they had to do 2 spells. They had to do a glamour spell to cover up who they were, and those are the people of counsel. This is literally good and evil. This is literally good and evil. The people who have counsel are those that are the serpents that are hidden. They wear veils in order to disguise themselves from us. We are under a glamour spell, so we don't see them for the serpents that they are. And we're also under that last video, a persuasion spell to make us forget. The persuasion spell is to persuade us that we are something other than what we truly are. It's the reason why they wanted to end segregation, because if we stayed in segregation too long, we would identify who we were sooner than later. You get what I'm saying? By integrating us into their system, into their world, they have created this mind fuck that makes us believe that we are not who we are, which is masters. I hope y'all following me.
I think y'all don't understand that this is not no black and white thing. This is good versus evil. I am a literal
I keep
earth
telling
angel. I'm not.
This is crazy. Red was just talking about spells last night. Just last night, Red was talking about this shit. Yo.
Not even joking. My sun sign is an earth sign. My rising sign is an air sign. I am a literal earth angel. My main purpose here is to be a messenger. Yes, I have other gifts. I'm a healer. I'm a seer. I can do all that. My main purpose here is to be a messenger. That's why I come and I give y'all these messages. That's why y'all, when y'all hear these messages, it hits y'all so hard when they come from me, because that's my actual purpose. I'm not just talking shit. I'm not just bringing fucking shit out of my ass. I am literally bringing these messages from the ethers.
Do what the fuck I say and do not fucking hesitate. Go listen to the song You Are Just Another Part of Me by Michael Jackson. Do not go listen to the song. Listen as if someone is telling you fucking instructions, okay? He is very clearly telling you what the fuck is going on. Listen to the Michael Jackson song, You Are Another Part of Me. Read the fucking words, okay?
I was telling y'all that Mike was bigger than what y'all think it is, and that's why they tried to demonize Michael Jackson. And the famous character is because he was telling too much of the truth. They were catching on a little bit too late, and he was starting to take over the record labels as well, which is their monetary system to control the demographic of people that are fine with arts and communication. And let's keep going though.
A filthy game these boys playing. They rigging the game with black magic, Cam. I know this for a fact. They rigging the game, man. They making these sacrifices to these, whatever they are. We see people in Congress coming out and say, oh, it's not aliens, it's extra dimensionals. And you see Hillary Clinton filing FOIA to get the location of Gilgamesh's tomb. This stuff is supposed to be fake. Gilgamesh is a fallen angel, which would make him.
That's big homie CC, right? And I'm guilty of this shit too. Like I'm hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite, right? Because you look at big homie CC, and you like, yeah, what the fuck you talking about? What do you know about Gilgamesh, right? What you know about Iraq? Like, what you know about Samaria, right? But that's me judging the book by its cover, right? And I'm fucked off for that. So shout out to big homie CC. Knowledge is knowledge, right? Information is information. Once you have the capacity to entertain and take in, cipher it down, I think that's still a good thing, regardless of what the exterior looks like. Because you just look at big homie CC, he don't look like nobody that read a book at any time. If we're being honest, right? He look like he don't even read books. But clearly this man is read. Clearly this man is studied to know certain things, especially to bring up the Hillary connection to it. So shout out to you, big CC. Big homie CC.
What, a demon? Why is he filing FOIA requests for his burial site? And they found the burial site. You know, BBC came out with this story years ago with the actual footage from this place. And everything they told us was fake. It's turned out to be true.
Lucifer Morningstar.
Now, furthermore, if you want to push the envelope a little bit more, Candace just brought up this on her show last week, 2 weeks ago. Candace just brought this up, the Gilgamesh, the tombs and all that stuff, and how Iraq didn't even make sense because they was going after bin Laden, which we talked about last night also briefly, right?
Holy Trinity Church in England. Why y'all got that motherfucker in there for? Why y'all got this motherfucker in there for? Why y'all always gotta have demonic demons inside your motherfucking churches for, dog? This should be letting me know everything that I already be knowing about you motherfuckers. When y'all say y'all worshiping God and Lord, that's who the fuck y'all really be talking about. I'm dead ass serious. Y'all got him in your church too motherfucking much, dog. Just like
Roddy's in the time. My man, what up, G?
at the Vatican. Y'all got all them demonic demon statues every motherfucking well. Why y'all got all these demons around all these churches and all these cathedrals and shit? What's up with that shit? Tell me who you really work for. Show me who you really won't work for. Cause y'all be putting this shit right in front of our motherfucking face, hitting in plain sight. And everybody think these motherfuckers so holier than thou whole time, but they worshiping Lucifer out this motherfucker. Big facts. And when you look into the history of all these churches all around the motherfucking world, especially here in America too, all the things they be doing behind closed doors, the things they used to do to people who look like me back in the motherfucking day, you can see that people are worshiping some real demonic shit and acting like they good people when they really evil motherfuckers. But you ain't gotta believe me. They putting it in your motherfucking face, dog.
Remember when the United Kingdom said America's socioeconomic disposition could be manipulated and the financial markets could collapse if the American government confirms the existence of alien life on the planet? According to the FBI, the World Economic Forum, and the Council of Foreign Relations, they said that Iran has the ability to shut down the power grid with a cyber attack, which is a electromagnetic pulse efficiency, which is equated to the 10 days of darkness. Because when you shut down the power grid, you shut down the banks and all technological devices. So it's not a coincidence that the Trump administration and the American government is beefing with Iran right now in real time, which is basically the epitome of World War III. Now, remember, I was telling you guys that the Bible is nothing but a Freemasonic playbook, because when you get into biblical context, when you're talking about Ezekiel 38 and 39, it's talking about the unification process of Gog and Magog, which is basically in real time Iran, China, and Russia that attacks Israel, which controls America. So with that being said, when you're talking about the Trump administration, talking about alien disclosure, they're actually giving you a warning that the banks are about to collapse from foreign militarized groups like Iran for the 10 days of darkness.
That mole? Do you see that mole right there? Look at that. Wow, dude. This is just absolutely wild.
So now on the left-hand side is Osiris. So look at...
Oh, dude, that's an Anunnaki.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's Anunnaki.
That's Enlil and Enki, the Anunnaki, and that's Osiris, and Isis is behind them. Those wings are the wings of Isis, and Osiris are fighting the Anunnaki.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, the Anunnaki on either side. This is in the Boston Public Library.
The wing disc.
Yeah, the wing disc. And that is, dude, do you see that mole? Do you see that mole right there? Look at that.
This is Megatron, and these are the glasses from the movie Transformers of Sam Witwicky's grandfather, called Archibald Witwicky. Archibald goes to the Arctic Circle, which is in the North Pole, and while going on this expedition, Archibald falls through this ice into a cave, stumbles upon this giant in the ice, and it was Megatron.
Think about that. Think about it. The government has a budget to put information in movies. Think about the ice. Think about the ice that's melting rapidly, and they have so much concern about it.
Megatron activates once it sees that there is a human in its vicinity and sears this image of its coordinates onto the glasses of Archibald Witwicky, blinding him at the same time. Later, he is imprisoned in a psychiatric ward because they say he went insane because he said he saw a giant in the ice. His grandson, Sam Witwicky, gets a hold of these glasses, and they turn out to be exactly what his grandfather said. This technological, advanced being, biomechanical, giant Nephilim.
And who's looking for the Nephilim? Who's looking for the bodies? Okay, Hillary.
Has now been activated and sends this signal out to all the other ones that are hiding in plain sight. They have the ability to shapeshift or transform into something that humans can recognize and go amongst us without being seen. Then they look for them, and the name of these particular entities are called Decepticons.
Now think about this in another way. A Decepticon, if they're known to blend in to things that we recognize, think about the movie Nope. Remember the clouds? Remember everything. Keep that in mind when you watch this video, because it's not just speaking about people, it's speaking about things as well, objects.
They have the ability to communicate technologically at a speed that is beyond train of thought. In the computers, right in the computers. right through the cell phone, right through these waves, these frequencies. And they try to find this leader that is buried, and they grab him, the military does, and they hide him under the Hoover Dam. This is quite a story. Don't you think? The military knows, they grab it, they put them in the Hoover Dam, and they extract technology from this particular being. Wow.
Naked scroll. When did I sign up for this content? I'm not complaining. Who is that? I can't tell if it's a guy or not. It don't look like Amelia Clark under there. Or that must be Katie Finneran, who played the female scroll pretending.
Memory serves, I shit canned you into oblivion a few days ago.
I'm about to shit can you. He rizzed up your spy.
That's how extreme it is. Crazy.
Secret Invasion explained in 1 minute. In Marvel's Secret Invasion storyline, a clandestine infiltration of Earth unfolds as Skrulls. Shape-shifting extraterrestrial beings secretly replace key figures in various organizations, including superheroes. Led by Queen Varanki, the Skrulls execute a long-term plan to destabilize Earth and pave the way for their invasion. The infiltration is so pervasive that even some iconic superheroes are revealed to be Skrull imposters. S.H.I.E.L.D. faces internal strife as trust erodes among its members, leading to a complex web of alliances and betrayals. The situation reaches a climax when the Skrulls launch a full-scale invasion, culminating in intense battles between Earth's defenders and the shape-shifting invaders. The storyline concludes with a surprising resolution exposing the extent of the Skrull infiltration and its impact on the Marvel Universe.
Someone want to tell me why the Illuminati has not been real, yet there's a whole ass file listing the Illuminati families and their association in the Epstein?
My bad, G. Appreciate you, T, for letting me know my sound was still off. All y'all assholes sat there and watched me talk to my goddamn self. But I was saying that comic books have always been fun to me. One, for the storytelling, and then two, like being alive for so long and getting to experience life and different things and learning different things about the world that we live in. You can see how comic books have a great relation. It's almost like life imitating art, art imitating life at the same time. And the Skrulls were the shapeshifters, which we go back and we look at what they talk about, the reptilian people walking around a planet. Skrulls look like what? Reptiles, right? If you go back to the other video before that one with the Transformers, right? The Transformers movie told you that they built the Hoover Dam specifically to hide some alien technology. So all these things aren't as far-fetched as, let's say, they make it seem to me. To me, in my perspective, a lot of these things are very close to the fingertips, close to the nose. It's not as far-fetched as they want us to believe it to be. And by they, I mean the people who actually know the sacred sciences, right? The sacred geometries of this three-dimensional world.
Files. I'll just let you take a look at this. We got the Disney bloodline, the Mormon bloodline, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers. Don't worry, there's more. Remember the Bilderberg group that Alex Jones said existed? House of Rothschilds. You want to see something even crazier? The Trilateral Commission. Big thanks to Broom. Throughout the 20th century, the present-day Rockefeller family's so-called philanthropy and power politics have been pivotal in the move to create a so-called New World Order. Let's continue. These are members of the Trilateral group. Look whose name that is. Wow. Among other names. I'm sure you can just check that out real quick.
It was Jeffrey Epstein, if you can't see.
I'll link this below so you guys can go check this out yourself. But this is fucking...
How lucky are we today? Tres Amigos is in the town square. Prime and Rod. And your humble host, me. What up, dope? Like my dog from Detroit say, what up, dope? My G. Y'all already know.
Insane. There are so many names on this trilateral group, like it's ridiculous.
Adrenochrome. That's not true. It's C9H9NO3. This is a chemical compound that is absolutely, this has been around in modern science since the 1930s. You can actually, there's a synthetic form and there's a regular natural form, which is caused by torturing little kids to get their adrenaline up, essentially, and then extracting it from them. When you sit and so I brought this up a few years ago, and all of a sudden I was attacked by every media. Look it up. It's there. They absolutely went after me. And the next day, I never heard from my agency for 14 months. My lawyers let me go. My agency never called me after that, and essentially I was done.
Y'all act like y'all don't know what's going on, G. When you see Psycho Goat show up, we misbehaving. You hear me? And for the record, the YouTube, Tiki-Taki, whoever listening, this is all entertainment shit. We allowed to live in this world of imaginary, right? Could we live a life of fiction sometimes? Could we party? Could we have a good time? Could y'all not be serious the whole time? Try to take people channels? Could people just have some fucking fun? Weirdos.
That's because if they can't control you, they will try to destroy you. Now that we have a lot of eyes on, it's a lot harder for them to get by and do these things now. Game is over.
And he only refers to one specific group in this way. So we had this incident in New York City a couple years back, and then we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles who live in the sewers underneath New York.
If y'all didn't watch Turtles, y'all not part of the clan. Quit the shit right now. Turtles was where was that. Turtles was the reason why I started eating pizza. Turtles was the shit. Turtles was so hard body, they crossed every single platform. Every single platform, action figures, cartoon, movie, costumes, product marketing, where they like use the turtles as to push products. Turtles was where it's at. The only one cartoon or series I think that was actually bigger than Turtles was the Rangers. Straight up. Power Rangers was probably the biggest one. We're not talking about Pokemon. I think Pokemon was different. Right? Pokemon didn't have like a movie where they put like actual human beings in it. At least not to my knowledge. Oh no, shit, they do got a Pokemon movie. Detective Pikachu. That's the Pokemon movie. Yeah, you know what? Take that back. Personally, to me, Turtles is number one. Your boy Lark told me that I look like
What did he say?
Motherfucker, and if you just started watching Turtles, that's supposed. Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Y'all had Pony. Girls was watching My Little Pony and Strawberry Shortcake. And what's the one that girls watch? Girls watch Power Rangers too. But y'all was definitely watching Pony and Shortcake and all that other bullshit. We was watching Turtles, you heard?
York City, and they eat pizza. I also just saw a trailer. They're coming out with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Chrome. It shows them literally morphing into Nephilim. Like they grow extra fingers and stuff and they become gigantic. But I want to show you this movie I came across on YouTube because I actually cannot believe how upfront it is.
The creatures who deceive the humans in the name of
The fact that you said Dragon Tales tell me my suspicions are correct.
God were reptile-like aliens called reptilians. The reptilians like to eat the animals of Earth and occasionally enjoyed eating human flesh too.
They brainwashed the Earthlings by using the name of God, when their true intentions were to invade and overtake the Earth.
But this was a violation of the Universal Code, which states that no planet should interfere with any other planet as long as its people live with a spirit of love and harmony.
They cunningly devised a plan that would not breach the Universal Code,
They brainwashed individuals and used them to instigate disorder in society. This gave the Reptilians a reason to interfere. They then intended to have their compatriots immigrate to Earth so they could control the planet before the space police interfered.
I'm here to take your daughter. She has been chosen to be the next sacrifice to God.
Listen well, everyone. I have a message directly from God. He wants you all to know that we are the chosen people. God has promised us endless life and everlasting youth. And now let the sacrifice begin.
That's a movie called Laws of the Sun, and it came out in the year 2000.
I've seen anyone else turn into anything like that. And it happened. It was like a weird hologram, and it had like big black eyes. You know, and I also saw Epstein shapeshift on the island. You know, when I was on the island, I saw Epstein like suddenly, and people have actually asked some pretty good questions recently. It wasn't like I saw him turning like the Incredible Hulk. What happened is, it was when I was taken in the bedroom the one time, and he had like a blanket up to here. And then I looked away and I looked at him, and suddenly it wasn't him anymore. It wasn't like I saw him turning. It was like it was him. And
Man, this nigga look like a grasshopper, don't he? He like one of the low ranking grasshoppers. Look, I'm pretty sure we can whoop his ass though. I know I can.
I looked away, and then when I looked back, it wasn't him. There was this weird creature. And then I looked away, and then I looked back, and it was him again.
This is Juliet Bryant, a verified Epstein survivor who spoke about what you just heard. And this is the thing that people are not going to be ready for at least 10 years. The documents that were released by the government for the Epstein files even talked about supernatural things such as time travel. And it's going to come out that these people are not even human. These people who have been controlling the world are literally lizard people. I know everyone has liked to make fun of that for the past 20 years, people saying that, but you know what? It's honestly true. These people are not human. They're able to shapeshift, and they need human flesh to survive, human blood, and something called achrome in order to fulfill their whatever their body needs. They need it from humans, and their supply is running out because they've been killed. There's an underground branch of the military going through all the tunnels, literally right now, finding all these lizard people and taking them out. And now the disclosure is finally happening to the world, and people just want to ignore it and dissociate. But you know what? The truth is going to come out at some point, and honestly, most of you are going to be dead before it even does.
Damn, he ain't have to say it like that. But look, you have to understand why the politicians got super weird at one point when they came up with the document of the people that were in, behind the scenes. Well, politicians that were, hauled off to jail and executed. All of a sudden,
They created these things to warn us. But you know what? You know what they did? These things stood in power and started controlling the information that we received. So they've been amongst us this whole time.
The Illuminati are actually run by these 13 bloodlines, which are all of the royal families in.
Remember Professor Griff, right? Yes, Professor Griff. If y'all old enough. I'm barely old enough, but I'm old enough. Professor Griff was one of the first, for real, street cats, right? A cat that had the ear of the street, the respect of his peers, one, and two, the respect of the youth, to talk about this type of shit. For real. 13 bloodlines. From Public Enemy, exactly. Yep, Professor Griff. Yep, that one. Exactly, Prime. That's exactly what I'm talking about. He was one of the first one to talk about the 13 bloodlines and put it on the spectrum.
In Europe and in England, and they need the blood because they are, in fact, not.
Remember, Griff was removed from Public Enemy, not because he was trash, not because he couldn't put bars together, not because he couldn't perform. Like, he was removed from Public Enemy simply because of his stance in life. Like, they removed him from Public Enemy because he was just that militant on information and being such a lightning rod, pretty much, for that type of conversation to happen. That's why he was removed out of Public Enemy. He wasn't removed out of Public Enemy for lack of skill at all. And if you look at the change at that time between Public Enemy when Griff got put out, Public Enemy changed from being Public Enemy to being what? Minstrel show type rap. You smell me? I digress.
Human, they take human shape. They are reptilians. And they need the blood. The blood helps them maintain their reptilian shape. And it helps them maintain their sanity. And it helps them to live in this world because they are not from this world. But what they need is, for it to be secreted in the blood, is they need terrorization of their victims before they are killed for their blood.
Would you say that we are currently under the control of reptilians?
I think so. They control the media, they control the banks, they control the educational system, they control religion. What's left?
So what is the actual process towards awakening that humans can achieve? How do we kick our rulers aside and activate our own potential?
The main advantage that we have is our consciousness.
Elon, this your mom?
So if you go back to the movie Avatar, right? The first one. When they were in the land, the nature land. I can't remember the name of it. But they were in this land. And the first time I watched the movie, I actually got it. I comprehended what was going on. So for them to actually exist in peace and harmony, right? There was the tree. And the tree had all pretty much, it was the God essence of life, pretty much. Now, when you look at it, when they dealt with the other creatures, right? Because let's look at them like the humanoids were the humanoids. For them to interact with the beast of the land, what did they do? They took the braid from the back of the skull, and what did they do? They mated it with the animal. So they are joined with the animal, right? They became symbiotic. Now think about it like this. Why make it a braid in the back of the skull? When you look at what's in the back of the skull, right? That's the height of the vertebrae. The 32 and the 33. And what's at the top of it is the pineal gland. So they merged with the beast from their pineal gland to the beast's pineal gland. Because all the beasts had the same tail too. They had the same braid, the same link system, pretty much. Go back and watch Avatar. Go back and take a watch and just look at it. Just watch it for what it is. Colonialism, right? Tribal people being mistreated, being bombed on for their minerals. It's pretty easy, to be honest. It's a pretty straightforward type deal.
That's her? It's your mom? So you're telling me that this is Elon Musk's mom? No, for real, that's her? That's your mom? No, like for real, this is his mom? Yeah, this is Elon's mom. I decided
Elon mom is a freak, you're
to do some digging with my good buddy Webb and wanted to see if Mae Musk turns up in the Epstein files. And to nobody's surprise, she definitely does. But after digging in a little further with Webb, it seemed like the entire Musk family was involved with Epstein. One of the emails that Webb found was pretty weird. I guess Epstein walks into like some party or something with this blonde chick, and he's writing in this email to tell Elon, yo, that blonde girl that I came in with is actually a friend of Elon's mom. And apparently Elon's mom was trying to set Elon up with this chick. Her name's, I can't pronounce this name at all. Ifke Sturm? I don't know. Then there's this other email from Kimball Musk, which would be Elon's brother. And he's thanking this Boris Nikolic and Jeffrey Epstein for setting him up with this Jennifer Kayla girl. But then this Boris guy sends another email back saying, make sure you're good to her because Jeffrey doesn't like if you don't treat his girls/girlfriends well. Not only did things go south between Kimball and Jennifer, but Jennifer eventually goes back to dating Epstein, according to these emails that I found with Webb anyways. And this email just popped up. I thought it was really funny that Epstein can't spell congratulations. So I just thought I'd share.
And when Kimball seems to be having a hard time, Epstein says, come relax on the island, man. Come on over, hang out with us. And this last one might mean something, might mean nothing, but it's an email from Epstein to Michael Wolff talking about possibly attending this Women in the World Summit. And just so happens that a couple of the women being recognized in attendance are not only Hillary Clinton, but Mae Musk. And Epstein is trying to figure out whether or not they should go to this thing. So Epstein is attending parties with friends of Mae Musk. He's linking Kimball Musk up with girls that he knows. And these emails show that he's linking Elon Musk up with girls despite being married and attending parties with Elon Musk. So yeah, the whole Musk clan is involved with Epstein.
That potentially.
Elon, your mama's a freak, bro. Elon, your mom's a freak. I saw the pictures. She look like she knows what she's doing with that thing. And I mean that in the most respectful way, I guess. Mom does like she got freak. Which makes sense. That's why you got 30 fucking children and 45 baby mothers. Makes sense. Yeah, we could go back and watch it, G. I don't care.
The main advantage that we have is
the entire Ayla girl. But then this Boris guy sends another email, nothing on Musk. So yeah,
you can't.
Epstein walks. Elon, this your mom? That's her? It's your mom? So you're telling me that
Mom looked like a freak. She look like she knows what to do with that thing. You hear me?
this is Elon Musk's mom? No, for real. That's her? That's your mom? No, like for real.
Come on, man. It's a Rick James special right there.
This is his mom?
Themselves as such, like that we are the occupants of this object, and they did not show up physically. They show up as holograms. Now, they apparently showed up as holograms. They look tall, that's what she said, and they communicated telepathically with every single scientist in the room. Wow. And they all got
We about to swap over to Perky. I don't know why I keep on this damn girl, Pearly. Swap over to Perky. Then we'll jump back to Dre OG, and then we'll probably finish that with Perky real quick. This is only, look at that. Not even long.
So rethink.
Yo, relax. Perky is a woman of God. Relax. She's a woman of God. She's modest. She's sanctified. Relax. But I do understand. She's extremely gorgeous.
Everything. Thank you,
But relax.
Zeke, for the videos.
I'm not saying anything strange or demonic or evil is happening with
Dang,
major
yeah.
celebrities, but after you watch this video, you may wonder what the common theme is here. Zach Brown Band, remember the latest video with him? That was freaking shocking, dude. I'm talking demonic stuff. Katy Perry, look at her at the top. And there she is. I mean, they all
that?
seemingly do this. And maybe the going theory, Migos too, wow. The going theory is that they had to make a deal to get that famous when they were at the top. And part of that deal is doing this once you're famous. Like, you got to do it. And someone once said, it's kind of like, look, Lil Yachty, you know what they say? It's, you get to a point in your career where if you don't join the club, you say goodbye to the fame and fortune that you were dreaming of. And that's the only way to get there. So don't even get me started on The Weeknd, dude. The Weeknd, in the background of one of his performances in the Netherlands, it literally said Satan on the board for one split second. Someone paused it. So you got to wonder, dude, are these rituals, are these, I mean, what do you even think about it? Oh yeah, Megan Fox, of course. Tyler, the Creator, he was into some pretty dark stuff as well. Kesha, oh yeah, Pentagram, no big deal there. Mr. Beast, oh yeah, no shit, he did that on the Rockefeller there. The Devil Horns. Rihanna, we all know this. Where's Beyonce on here? Lil Wayne, oh damn, he did go satanic too. Sam Smith, holy crap, talk about a glow up, man. Taylor Swift, we know she went down the rabbit hole as well.
Of course, Beyonce. I knew she'd be on there. Where's Jay-Z? He should be on here too. We know he's up to, something. I don't know that I miss any of them. I'm just like, it's clear that something's going on.
Isn't that crazy?
With them. You don't want to worship celebrities, by the way. It actually is a form of
the golden calf.
It's indicative of lower IQ, people who worship celebrities and whatnot. So what's this, man? I mean, we're talking holographic. None of this is love and light. None of this is love, light, happiness, prosperity, organicness.
Y'all realize how have y'all kind of realized how demonic rap music has become? Like we know rap music had this dark space, right? Rap music has always had a dark space in it. Hip hop has always had this darkness in it. Not really hip hop. I say rap for sure. Had this dark space. Especially we talk about DMX, Omen, Marilyn Manson, that type of blend. We start talking about 3 6 Mafia. We start talking about these underground rappers. So it was a lot of dark shit, right? But nowadays, it's almost everywhere. Like rap is just this dark, demonic, depressing, like low vibe, like super low vibrational. Even when you listen to DMX, and you go back to listen to Omen and Damien and all, it was still like it still had hella funk to it. Like it had like you was still I'm a Robin still with you, dog. Nigga, what ride to me on to the sun. Like when you go back and you listen to these raps, yeah, they are dark. They had a dark tone right to them, but it was still bops. If that makes sense. Nowadays, it's just everything is just so low. And it's so deep and dark. It's like, yo, these motherfuckers are really demon worshipers. Like they really, and not only that, they proud and they promote this shit on the front side. Nobody thought that DMX was really a demon worshiper, right? Like, let's be real. But we know that fact that he had encountered from his music. He's been very clear and candid about him encountering the dark forces. He made that extremely clear. But was him what was we looking at him as a devil worshiper? No, he was not. But you got motherfuckers like Uzi Vert and them running around. Travis Scott and them that's telling people like, yo, we all for to be demons. We are like now that's the forefront of this rap genre. And if we talk about drill music and trap music, well, not really trap too much, but definitely drill. That shit is dark as fuck. The beats are dark, the lyrics are dark. Have anybody seen this or anybody witnessed this or I'm just the only one watching this and seeing this like, okay, this is a little bit different. Cause y'all quiet as fuck in the chat. Like I'm talking out of my fucking ass.
It's clear to be negative. It's clearly negative intent. Let me know your thoughts below and follow for more.
Somebody had a very valid point in the comment section. They said it makes you think twice about all those one-hit wonders. Because we have a lot of those where they have a song, it goes viral, and then you just never hear from them again. Those one-hit wonders probably just didn't want to sell their souls. So they had a hit and was introduced to this and was like, yeah, no, I'm cool. So I don't know. Makes you have a different perspective when it comes to one-hit wonders. I got to give credit where it's due. Because I'm like, they made one song and did. No, it's probably a reason why they made one song and left.
No way. His backyard.
Nori got a whole rant about it, actually. So yeah, Nori has a whole story about him making the right decision, pretty much at the end of the day, I guess.
How do I get there? Was the pictures like?
No,
don't know.
Thank you, Jensen, for the next couple of videos.
That way.
Okay, male or female?
Neither. They, them.
What?
That's their pronoun.
Okay, so how many with it?
Oh my God, one, you idiot. They're non-binary.
So does non-binary have a hole or a pole? We just need to clarify. They who? Who them? Wait, what? Who's who? Who's who? They them. We're having pronoun trouble again.
That is the funniest thing I've seen in a while. Reject delusions, embrace gender differences.
Thank you, Jensen, for the next couple of videos.
First, Santa's husband.
Huh?
This book tells the story of Santa, his husband, and their life at the North Pole. And I want to assure everyone this is the true story of Mr. and Mr. Claus.
How is it true?
Is this what you're telling the children to read?
This is ridiculous.
Is this okay in your guidance?
I'm not aware that book is.
You're the superintendent. You're not aware of what's going on in your school system. You don't know what's printed. It's trash. That's what good that is. Here's a great here. These are my eyes. This is my nose. This is my vulva. These are my toes. I'm gonna read a passage for you out of it. This is for your school.
Children's books.
Some boys have a penis, but not all boys do. So always use your manners. May I ask what I can call you? This is trash. Pure trash you're putting to these children.
Wow.
And again, here we go. It isn't rude to be nude for 4-year-olds approved by your district.
Look at this glass.
I hope y'all can see what these children, 4-year-olds, are looking at.
Oh my,
Nude
that
photos.
is horrible.
Freaking trash.
Trash.
Do you think it's appropriate for 4-year-olds to be exposed to naked men and women and soft?
No, it's not appropriate that students are exposed to porn, but I don't have any knowledge.
Then why are these recommended in your school district? It's
I have, no
underage.
knowledge, I have no knowledge that those books are recommended.
Honestly,
This is the thing that I think about from time to time. We could divide ourselves on a race. We could divide ourselves on politics. We could divide ourselves on nutritional behavior. We could divide ourselves even when it comes down to what we know to be classism and tax brackets. But somewhere in the back of my mind, I feel like, and I think, in the midst of all the hatred and all the separation and all the bullshit that they feed to us, all the crumbs that they give to us to fight and feed and fawn over, and we fight and we fixated on bullshit, right? I think in the back of my mind that children would be the most sacred thing to everybody, regardless of if we beefing over those prerequisites. We could beef over the prerequisites for the rest of our life. I would think that the sanctity, the chaste, the innocence of children would be something that we all fight for. When you see the release of the Epstein files, and everybody's just, oh, okay. Okay. The outrage that I expected isn't there. You would think that as adults in good conscience that we would be going, we'll be going ape shit to figure out who these people are that took advantage of these fucking children on this island or in Miami or in NY or in whatever property in DC at the pizza parlor. You would think it'd be the most outrage ever, but you hear nil about it. I heard more uproar about Bad Bunny being at the Super Bowl. This is why I don't trust y'all people. This is why it's hard for me to trust y'all.
Who sits down and thinks that it's okay to write these books to begin with? Then they always say, I had no knowledge of knowing that. Yeah, you did. You did. All that stuff in children's books. They're in TV shows, children's books. Oh, they're desensitizing these children at an early age. Go look back at some of the cartoons and movies that we'd watch when we were younger and look at how much adult jokes are in those movies and in those TV shows. And you'll be like, how did they get away with this?
You drink a gallon of water a day. Now, since you don't drink water, do you drink a gallon of fruit water a day?
No, why would I do that? Your body already is made of 78 to 80% water. And edemia is when your body starts retaining water because the cells cannot hold it anymore because you're drowning the cells. When you look at a cell, your cell have a water, potassium, and salt ratio. The moment that ratio go out and your acid start being pushed from the cells, what's going to happen is the body have to compensate from that acid being pushed out of the cells because the acid is already slightly acidic on a 6.4 potential hydrogen. So the more water you drink, the more it literally dehydrate the body. You can literally drown yourself. It's different. You can look this stuff up where people have drowned themselves by drinking so much water every single day. And not only that, water is a natural universal solvent. It purifies and cleanses the cells. So you rinsing all of your electrolytes out of your body by drinking too much water. Not only that, you drown in the cells, you're pushing potassium monophosphate out of the cells. Not only that, you're pushing sulfur out of the cells, you're pushing minerals like magnesium out of the cells. And then your body create pockets to hold this water to keep most of the cellular integrity together for you won't drown and die. So then you start seeing people get swelling of the ankles, swelling of the foot, swelling of the legs, swelling of the arms. And then you push on it. It's very edemic. We work with a lot of clients. You can put your thumb and your finger inside their skin and they make an imprint or
John D. Did we not have a conversation about that the other day? How all of a sudden the word hydration became a thing? Drink water, drink water, drink water. Then all these companies turned out to have the subsidiary companies that created these tumblers and Stanley cups. You could walk around with your water. No? Y'all remember I was having that conversation? Okay.
Rockefeller was one of the richest men in the entire world from the oil industry. And in 1903, he funded the General Education Board with a famous quote of saying, I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers. The General Education Board's main objective was to create schools that focused on obeying authority, following rules, memorizing, not thinking, and breeding you to work 9-to-5 jobs for elite corporations. That is why we see the mundane subjects in school of things like math, English, and other subjects. And I mean, even look at our schools. They look like prisons. But here's where things get really messed up. John D. Rockefeller also funded big pharma and medical schools, with the initiative being from taking people from natural healing remedies towards pharmaceutical-based care. And from this, he created a perfect system. The schools create the workers. Yep. They work forever, which makes them sick. Then they have to take pharmaceutical drugs to stay alive. And from that, he makes endless money. Our education system is really just a monopoly. It is breeding workers so that the elites keep making more money. This is why it is more important than ever for us to...
What did he say? It was the real-life Scooby-Doo, and it was serious. Back in 1961, a traveling group called the Dober Scoobers made headlines for solving strange cold cases all across Ohio. The team was made up of 4 teenagers and a giant Great Dane named Jasper, who they claimed could actually understand human language. They drove from town to town in an old green van, showing up wherever something weird happened. Ghost sightings, missing people, abandoned mines, and somehow they always figured it out. But in October 1964, something went terribly wrong. They arrived in a small town called Amber Falls, investigating a series of disappearances connected to a shut-down amusement park. Only 2 members of the group made it out. The other 2 were found days later, deep in a tunnel under the park. No injuries, no signs of a struggle, just their faces, frozen in pure terror. But here's the part that still haunts people. In 1972, a hiker snapped a photo deep in the Amber Falls woods. It showed a tall creature, walking upright, with the head of a dog. On the ground in front of it was a torn blue collar. The tag was scratched.
Cat. I thought the dog's name was Jasper.
But one letter was still visible, S-D. No one has ever confirmed what happened to Jasper, or what came out of that amusement park.
Inside here is 3 grams of shaped explosive. This is how it works.
What you about to hear is something you need to apply. But stand by. What Dre OG got going on over here, boy?
The same message, which is that they are coming in peace and they're just trying to come over here to gather all the star seeds of this planet.
So when you remote viewed, did you pick up on that intention as well?
Yes and no. I believe that the direct reptilians, will be coming to Earth, but as to know what the exact intent, that I couldn't really say.
Well, this is an extraordinary development.
It is.
You remote viewed 3i Atlas. Did you do that on your own, or were you tasked with this?
I was tasked by the same intelligence people I'm working with to look at the object, because those had concerns. But what I saw as a remote viewer was a mothership with occupants on board, and they were mostly direct reptilian occupants.
Okay.
That's what I saw as a remote viewer.
That was corroborated by other remote viewers seeing the same thing.
That's correct. Yes.
The ship and Draco.
That's correct. One of them is John Vivanco, who is also a known remote viewer, and he announced it publicly as well, and other people from the Stargate program as well. So they basically all came up with the same idea.
They sent their military into inner Earth to basically scope the area and take resources and colonize just like they do everything else. But what they didn't realize is that when they got down there, they seen that they was actually on the surface world and we were actually living in inner Earth. So
Did I not tell you about motherfucking Avatar?
when you're actually looking at the sky dome and you're pointing up, it's actually down. That's the bottom of the fishbowl.
Seeing it on Black Panther, who came up out the water.
Every 2 weeks there will be, like I said, to equivalent to 58 years on Earth. So they had to, a lot of people disappeared, right? A lot of people are still coming back from that war. You understand? So some people went in 1960 and they're just coming out of this war,
But what do y'all think is going down there in the center of the Earth, and why every country has a treaty? They come together for what? Yeah.
The realm of the eternal. Time moves slower there. You don't age at all.
Yo, what the fuck? A former NASA engineer just claimed Earth is covered in trillions of invisible alien devices, and that there are hidden alien surveillance networks already operating across the entire planet. Richard Bundrick, a former NASA propulsion engineer, just dropped some serious claims that most people haven't even heard of. Now, he says what we are seeing in the skies, the UFOs, the flying triangles, even the disappearances, are not the full story. Now, according to him, the real issue is what we can't see. Now, he claims trillions of tiny alien-made devices are cloaked all around the world, in the air, on the ground, maybe even near you, and that they are capable of shapeshifting and blending into any environment. Now, he worked with the US government in private research groups, and he says the tech is so advanced, it's literally hundreds of years ahead of what we have now. Now, some of these materials literally turn into dust when they're being studied, like they're designed to self-destruct to keep us from figuring them out. He even warned that all of this could be part of a long-term manipulation of our species. If he's right, this isn't just about aliens visiting Earth, folks. It's about them being here and already watching. What do you think, though? Are we finally waking up to the truth? Or is this just a big part of the fucking bigger setup?
I hope y'all can hear me, because every time I try to record this video, there's noise. Now my neighbor has his motorcycle going off. But y'all see the sun right here, right? So it's to my right here. All right, directly above me is the moon. Can y'all see it? Let's see if we can find it.
Now we can.
Right there.
Yep, now we
Directly
can.
above me is the moon that's supposed to be on the other side of the world. But y'all, and this hole don't even look real, but we already know what that is. So there's the moon directly above me, and right there is the sun. Wait, what's next to it? Wait, what the fuck? What's that? This the sun. What's this?
And look at the little dot on her screen. That's moving. The dot on by the sun is not. So it's not a reflection. That is not that. So I don't want to hear that shit in the comments. That's stupid. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a stupid comment. If you were
What is happening? Y'all, there's something next to the sun. Okay. All right. And he's hella loud. You can even see the other dots
When you've seen this for yourself, you comprehend it.
on top of. Wait, now it moved to. Y'all, what the hell just happened? Okay. All right. Okay.
She said, all right. Y'all still quiet? Okay.
I know some people gonna be in the comments. Oh, that's a military. This and
1992. Epstein passed the deed to a Comet Trust in 1996, again for just $10, of which a Guido Goldman was a trustee, the son of one of the founders of the World Jewish Congress. And then it was passed to Letnick in 1996 for, again, just $10. Who notarized the deed transferring this property from Jeffrey Epstein to the Comet Trust in 1996? A Gary Pollard. Gary Pollard just so happened to be in the perfect spot at the perfect time to record the perfect shot of the South Tower collapsing on September 11th, 2001. Is it just a weird coincidence that Jeffrey Epstein and Howard Lutnick owned 911 East 71st Street?
I couldn't even look.
Because we still live in a world where y'all run around here thinking about coincidence. Y'all still believe in coinky dinkies. Y'all one day, in one conversation, you so big, bad, and tough that you control everything around you. The other person that's next to you does the same thing. So instead of saying we are energized and we make decisions and we set things in motion, y'all still want to believe in coinky dinky at the same time. How could you believe in coincidence at the same time and then believe in yourself at the same time? So it's a coinky dink that you were born. It's a coinky dink that you are on this plane. All coinky dinkies, huh? There is no effort. There is no nothing else. It's just all coincidences. The floods, the dinosaur, all coinky dinky. There is no initial emotion. There is no kinetic force put forth. All coinky dinky. The gray area, right? Shit happens. How the fuck could you believe in coincidence when you are actively in motion doing things? Shit just happens out the blue. Your mama and your daddy just happen to run across each other. That's the mystical bullshit that they feed you. They give you that mystical bullshit without giving you the real mystical reality. The real esoteric and the exoterics of life. They give you coinky dink. My mom said that she never ever went to Central Park simply because Central Park was so dangerous. And then she got on the bus at 4:54 when she normally gets on the bus at 4:24. The bus broke down, so she had no choice but to walk through Central Park. My dad was there selling hot dogs. And while she walked past them, she broke her heel. And it was love at first sight. Y'all rather believe in fucking stupid magical bullshit than sit here and be agencies and agents of your own fucking self-autonomy. Y'all rather cast this shit off. The same reason why y'all like to blame God and put God in y'all bullshit. That's the exact same reason why y'all fucking do it. Who the fuck gonna hold God accountable? I'm listening. Who the fuck is gonna hold God accountable? Who the fuck is gonna hold coincidence accountable. It was just a coinky dink. She fell down when her heel broke. He tossed the hot dog out of his hand to go catch her. He caught her head before it hit the ground. She didn't have a concussion, but when she realized who caught her, it was love at first sight. It's so fucking fantastical and magical. That's the life y'all fucking live. Because y'all want to believe in fucking stupid shit like fucking coinky dinks. But y'all supposed to be running some shit and manning some shit down. Winky Dink is fucking Disney and Nickelodeon. Pixar.
Get that straight because y'all, yeah.
If you live in Charlotte, do not skip this video. This shit's serious, bro. It's getting real out here. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. So last night I have a job to do. I'm doing some work in Alexan Loso Apartments on South Boulevard across the street from the QT and platform and all that. I'm trying to leave. Like, getting in the building was already a headache, but at the time I'm trying to leave, I could not find my way out. And I do this, you know what I'm saying? I know I usually have to go somewhere one time and I can get in and out. It ain't hard, right? But I get lost. And on my way out, I'm like, damn, like, why would they design the building like this? It's almost like they don't want me to get out. So I finally run into a resident. And so I'm asking her, like, hey, what's how I get down to the parking garage so I can get back outside to the main street? And she's like, oh, yeah, you know, she told me how to get out. And then I'm like, so how long did it take you to learn your way around this building? She says, oh, my God, I know. It's almost like they don't want us to get out. So me being the adult that I am now, I like to leave reviews, good and bad. So I go to find out who was the developer so I can leave them a crazy review.
I don't leave reviews, but but I feel you. Sometimes I like reading them
on Google, telling them like, yeah, y'all designed.
Let me know in the comments down below if you one of them type of people that leave reviews.
Like, it looks nice, but
nah, Dre, I just read them too. I just read them. I don't leave. I just read them.
What the hell? How do you get around this motherfucker? And what I found will shock you. This is the developer. Trammell, Crow, or Trammell, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. This is the developer. It looks like a clean cut, nice, like, you know, cool. I think they based out of Dallas or Fort Worth, somewhere around there. So now the ADHD kick in. I'm like, well, who is this person? Like, they started this company, they doing good. Like, let me see who this is. So I go to look it up. And what I found will shock you. That building was not designed like that by accident. If y'all want to take some time and pause and read that, you can. I think that's from Bloomberg. It's an article from Bloomberg. But just know that they had a hearing to try to get it thrown out, and the judge said, hey.
J-Dub on the set, bro. On the set. They think motherfuckers out here slow, G. I swear it down.
Hell no. That building is not designed like that by accident. And keep in mind, this is just an accusation. However, that building is not designed like that for no reason. And just in case this video blows up, I love myself. I do not want to harm myself. I have a purpose in this life. I'm going to be here for a very long time. I'm planning on doing it. So if something happens to me, I did not do it myself. Y'all have a blessed one.
Nah, support, bro. Oh, hey, bro, we in the same city, my boy. Hey, I got you, my man. Like, I already know how it is. You know what I'm saying? You safe out here in these streets. There's nothing they can do to you. Keep your frequency up.
There are two types of people in this world.
My thought is everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million. No, because now you're selling your soul. $100 million, you can have my soul. That's you. No, we know your character.
That's Bud.
Sometimes, you know, you look at people and you be like, dang, man, you ain't got no dignity, you ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man. Like, what you gonna stand for if everything is about money?
So, which one are you? Well, you know what? You've been lied to. Money can buy happiness in some cases, but what it can't buy is character. And don't get it twisted. Money is good. Money is amazing when it's your servant, but it's a terrible master. And once everything is for sale,
that's it. You don't go to work and you put on your carpenter belt and your hammer is your master. Your level ain't your master. Your pencil ain't your master. Your square, your compass ain't your master. You the master of the tool. You master the tool. If the tool becomes the master, then you're in big trouble, my G. Money's just a tool, it's an asset. Remember when back in the G, all the levels, hold on. Remember back in the G, right? To get a level for one, it'd be an iron level. It'd be made out of metal. Now you got all these. They decent. I like these levels, right? I like levels. But every single level back in the G was made out of metal. Lasted forever. Lasted forever. But nowadays, you could quickly go grab one of these levels, less price, right? Hard 3D plastics. It was good. It still does the same thing, right? These didn't exist back then. You get what I'm saying? It's just a tool, a means to an end, right? You need your level, right? And your square, your T-square, your compass. That's it. It's just a tool. This level doesn't run the construction company. This doesn't run the design of the room. You do. Just a tool in the arsenal to get the job done. People get so caught up on the tools itself and the purpose of the tool that they end up losing sight of why you actually have the tool, or the tool became important in the first place.
You're no longer choosing, you're just reacting to the highest bidder. So you end up getting owned, even if you're getting paid. A lot of people don't know this, but money really talks. And it asks you a couple questions, like how quiet can you be? How flexible can you get? And if you don't decide to answer ahead of time, well, then the offer is going to decide for you. One of the greatest lies ever told is that money makes you free. Money only gives you freedom when you have a code. And if you don't have a code, well, then it just buys you a nicer cage.
Facts. And that's what we live in. We live in a society where we have a bunch of people that people used to idolize. I ain't gonna say idolize anymore, but used to idolize, and they sold us out for money. They do anything for money. They signed away their lives for shit they can't come back from. This next segment is showing exactly. It's not just the politicians that sold us out because they were compromised a long time ago. A lot of them aren't who they say they are. No longer. Been going a long time ago. That's why they act like monsters. And that's why when you see their names in the files and you see what they were talking about, the shit that they were doing in the files, they turned into monsters because they've been compromised. This dude right here has no fucking dignity. And did you see his face? You get zero respect, bro, when money rules you. I can't be around people like that where money makes you. You're flaunting money to shit on people. Oh, I make more money than you. I'm this.
Compromise.
You have a weak stomach. Now look at these next clips.
When does this just become entertainment?
Yeah, that's Gaga, all right.
Dre, you know what? You know what else rules a lot of these men running around here? Not a lot. Some of them, maybe half of them, whatever the case is, right? Females. The box. Box runs a lot of shit out here with these dudes. Dudes be snaking their homies, lying for box, all this weird shit.
Gaga has always had ritualistic shows.
That sounds like, whoa, what the heck?
Did you see that?
And they clapping?
That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents.
Y'all heard the people clapping like this not designed against them. The more micro things are, it seems like the more dangerous that can get.
Shape charges. Charlie Kirk. Possibly.
Oh, wow. Didn't see that coming. How did he figure that out? What? Like, how did, okay, hold on. One more time. Folded it almost in half and then folded it that way. I don't know how he came up with that. I didn't see that coming. I didn't know what he was going to show me. Mom threatened with losing her kids by doctor.
You're going to force me to put my kid on ADHD medicine, or else you're going to call CPS on me?
Be real. I never said anything about forcing you. I'm saying this is what's recommended for your kid. You have to put your kid on these meds. Like, it's best for your kid. I'm trying to do you a favor. Not even do you a favor. Do what's best for your child. And if you don't follow these instructions, ma'am, I will be forced to call CPS.
So you are forcing me. You're saying either I put my kid on medication that they don't need.
I will be forced to call CPS. What you're doing right now is jeopardizing your kid, jeopardizing your kid's future. I'm not trying to sit here and argue with you. I'm not debating with you. I'm the doctor, so I'm telling you what's best for you and your kid.
But
Anytime that motherfucker says, I'm the doctor, walk the fuck out. They're not operating in good faith. I am the doctor means I went to school for X amount of years. I'm the one who had the discipline. I'm the one who knows better than you. I'm smarter than you. You can't tell me shit about you. You shut the fuck up. I'm the doctor. What doctor that takes care of their patient, who cares about their patient, right? Talks to their patient in this form. I'm the doctor. Who are you talking to? You know you don't have to be my fucking doctor. You're not the last doctor on the fucking planet. But this bravado, this I'm special because I went to school for fucking 12 years shit, eat all parts of my fucking pipe. You're not special, G. You're not. I've seen doctors go on WebMD. Doctors go to WebMD. Stop. Relax. Ain't a doctor worth they salt. Ain't a doctor worth they weight in gold or salt that will utter those fucking words to you and tell you, I'm the doctor.
I don't understand, because my child has not shown any symptoms of ADHD, and I'm asking if I can get a second opinion, and you're telling me no, either put my child on medication or you're calling CPS. Okay, that's forcing me.
You asked my second opinion. I am your second opinion. I'm the doctor.
No, you're not. You are.
Listen to what's being said. Let's go back.
I didn't see that coming. I didn't know what he was going to show me. Mom threatened with losing her kids by doctor.
You're going to force me to put my kid on ADHD medicine, or else you're going to call CPS on me?
Be real. I never said anything about forcing you. I'm saying this is what's recommended for your kid. You have to put your kid on these meds. Like, it's best for your kid. I'm trying to do you a favor. Not even do you a favor. Do what's best for your child. And if you don't follow these instructions, ma'am, I will be forced to call CPS.
So you are forcing me. You're saying either I put my kid on medication that they don't need.
I will be forced to call CPS. What you're doing right now is jeopardizing your kid, jeopardizing your kid's future. I'm not trying to sit here and argue with you. I'm not debating with you. I'm the doctor, so I'm telling you what's best for you and your kid.
But I don't understand, because my child has not shown any symptoms of ADHD, and I'm asking if I can get a second opinion, and you're telling me no, either put my child on medication or you're calling CPS. Okay, that's forcing me.
You asked my second opinion. I am your second opinion. I'm the doctor.
No, you're not. You were the first opinion.
Okay. All right. Well, first and second. Why? I'm the doctor. If you don't trust your doctor, then you shouldn't be, come here. Which is crazy for you to think that you wouldn't.
If I trusted my doctor wouldn't be threatening me with calling CPS. That would be me trusting my doctor.
Like I said, it's not a threat. It's not a threat. I'm trying to do what's best for you and your kid. If you love your kid enough, then you will listen to my words.
Don't tell me if I love my kid or not. That's my kid. That's my kid.
I understand that's your kid, but understand that I'm the doctor. I'm doing what's best for you.
This gotta be fake.
You know, I'm literally showing you the results. I'm giving you the best.
A clip from 2015.
If you go back to 2015, you will see why they hate Donald Trump so much.
If you look at Bill Clinton, far worse, minor words, and his was action. His was what he's done to women. There's never been anybody in the history of politics in this nation that's been so abusive to women.
Oh,
so
Red. Imagine your doctor arguing with you like y'all on the street. Your doctor is arguing with you like y'all back on the fucking block about if you like your child, if you love your child. If you don't do this, I'm going to call the people on you. That's a threat. Y'all play if y'all are playing these games with these people, y'all are fucking cowards. I'm not having no fucking long conversation with bruh. Guess what I'm gonna do? Keep on pushing. That's it. I ain't with none of that shit, dog. Shining, that's exactly what happened. Now her agency as a mom is being attacked. This is a doctor. Quotation. How many African scammers we seen go to fucking court and act like lawyers and win cases? How many fucking African scammers we gotta see act like doctors and really help people fucking survive and be healthy? So what the fuck that mean then? Does this go back to the same system that John D. Rockefeller and them came up with? Possibly. Because you say PhD behind your name, that means you are high, you better than, you know more than. Everybody needs to shut the fuck up when you start speaking. Is that what we're doing? When we can look at the politicians in the fucking Senate and realize that they real deal morons? All that fucking school don't make you morally sound. All that school don't give you more morality. It don't build character.
you can say any way you want to say it, but Bill Clinton was abusive to women. Hillary Clinton attacked those same women and attacked them viciously. 4 of them are here tonight. One of the women, who is a wonderful woman, at 12 years old, was at 12. Her client, she represented, got him off, and she's seen laughing on 2 separate occasions, laughing at the girl who was raped. Kathy Shelton, that young woman, is here with us tonight. So don't tell me about words. I apologize for those words.
He really said
but
that?
It is things that people say. But what President Clinton did, he was impeached. He lost his license to practice law. He had to pay an $850,000 fine to one of the women, Paula Jones, who's also
What was
here
Michael
tonight.
Jackson doing there?
And I will tell you that when Hillary brings up a point like that, and she talks about words that I said 11 years ago, I think it's disgraceful, and I think she should be ashamed of herself, if you want to know the truth.
I was wondering why she wasn't saying nothing, but I guess when you do that, you can't speak until the other person's done. I don't know. But they said one thing about Donald Trump, he gonna tell the truth. He gonna tell it unapologetically too. I'm trying to figure out Clinton doing all this because the pictures is there. Why he not locked up? And then somebody said that
I'm going to show you something real quick, and I want y'all to pay attention real quick. Snippet and share it, right? Clip and share.
It's got to be fake.
You know, I'm literally showing you the results. I'm giving you the best.
A clip from 2015.
If you go back,
Watch. What I want you to watch the person that's speaking. Watch the person speaking. Watch. When you see it, if you see it, clip it and share it.
back to 2015.
Matter of fact, if you don't even see it, fucking clip it and share it because somebody else could see it. Because I'm not going to fucking tell it.
You will see why they hate Donald Trump.
Your big face ass with your fitted cap and your fucking bushy eyebrows. I see.
So much.
She look like them country MAGA gals. You hear me?
If you look at Bill Clinton, far worse, minor words.
Look at what we're looking at.
His was action. His was what he's done to women. There's never been anybody in the history of politics in this nation that's been so abusive to women.
Ooh.
So you can say any way you want to say it, but Bill Clinton was abusive to women. Hillary Clinton attacked those same women and attacked them viciously. 4 of them here tonight. One of the women, who is a wonderful woman, at 12 years old, was at 12. Her client, she represented, got him off, and she's seen laughing on 2 separate occasions, laughing at the girl who was raped. Kathy Shelton, that young woman, is here with us tonight. So don't tell me about words. I apologize for those words.
He really said
but
that?
It is things that people say. But what President Clinton did, he was impeached. He lost his license to practice law. He had to pay an $850,000 fine to one of the women, Paula Jones, who's also
What was
here
Michael
tonight.
Jackson doing there?
And I will tell you that when Hillary brings up a point like that, and she talks about words that I said 11 years ago, I think it's disgraceful, and I think she should be ashamed of herself, if you want to know the truth.
I was wondering why she wasn't saying nothing, but I guess when you do that, you can't speak until the other person's done. I don't know. But they said one thing about Donald Trump, he gonna tell the truth. He gonna tell it unapologetically too. I'm trying to figure out Clinton doing all this because the pictures is there. Why he not locked up? And then somebody said that this must have been scraped off the internet because this is the first time like I have ever seen this, run across this, and I don't know if it's you guys' first time hearing that too because I've never heard that.
Mayday, American Airlines AA-73 declaring a medical emergency. We have a child in a febrile seizure, shock onset, eyes open but unresponsive, unable to move, requesting immediate priority landing. American Airlines AA-73 negative. Runway is closed due to a presidential arrival. Earliest approach window is 12 minutes out. Maintain holding. 12 minutes. Tower. The child is seizing, losing tone, completely unresponsive. We don't even have 2 minutes. This is life critical. We need that runway now. American Airlines AA-73 follow procedure. You're carrying 230 additional passengers. From an operational standpoint, presidential priority overrides a single medical case. Tower. Every passenger, especially every child, is equal. This is not one medical case. This is someone's son, someone's entire world. American Airlines AA-73 vacate approach immediately. Unauthorized entry during federal protocol will result in immediate certificate suspension and investigation. You can suspend me, take my license, ground me forever. I'll accept all of it, but I will not sit in this cockpit and watch a child die because we're waiting on a political schedule. Be advised, visibility decreasing, security convoy positioned. Runway cannot be opened at this time. If you proceed, enforcement will be immediate. Then I'll face whatever comes. Better I lose my career than a family lose their child. American Airlines AA-73 is coming down. End of discussion.
We know that was AI talking, but I don't know if that's a true story. You know how they let AI like kind of take stories and just make it in their voice? And then to hear that presidents override anything, basically, that's, yeah. Thank you, Devontae, for the video.
I've been seeing a lot of mainstream news that are saying saunas are bad for sperm health. And I believe that this is a complete lie. And I'm going to show you why they do not want you in sauna.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen the show when she was getting puked on. But let's check that out. Yeah, that was Gaga. Shouldn't be a surprise. This is the same girl who hangs out with Marina Abramovic. Here we go acting like she's drinking blood from a body. And this is what people listen to. Another photo of them out in the wilderness. If you don't think that these people are into rituals, are into black magic, I really don't know what to say to help you. She has full-on chants in her song. And you got people that'll be at her concert just singing along, allowing things to enter into their temple.
Because y'all are stupid.
What do you think she's doing? If you don't know she's a puppet for the enemy, I don't know what to tell you. One of the many. Hers is just really in the open, though. Hers is really in the open. It's like, I don't care. I don't care. But you know, Satanists, they'll do things in the open to show you that they're doing it. Whether it's comical, whether it's satire, it may look like it's not real, but in actuality, behind closed doors, it is as real as it can be. And I pray you have to open your eyes to it. Stop listening to people like this. They're wicked, completely wicked.
You know they eat spaghettis. That is not bullshit. It's true. I'm not crazy. They are full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood.
It's always right there, right? It's always right there in front of your face. Always. It's never far-fetched. Never far-fetched. It's always right there in front of your face. You hear me? I'm about to go to the vault real quick. I got a couple of joints stashed out in the vault. I think we enjoy those. Book marquee. Ding 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 ding. Oh, this one right here is wild. Let me start swapping it over. Give me like maybe a couple minutes. Not even a minute, a couple seconds. I'm still getting it together right here. Wow, this shit out. Is it here or there? Which one is it? Is it on the Twitter? Is it on my Twitter? Is it that on my Twitter? Tweet us. Twitter. Man, no want Twitter. What the fuck is it? I need to refresh it. Where is it? It's right here. There we go. I'm gonna drop one and then I think we can bang out. It is on the IG. It's not on the IG. It looks like it's on the Twitter. This is some disturbing shit, dog. I kind of just like take the first part right here. This first one. Let me see. Share this one right here real quick. Boom. We in.
Accepting the award at the 51st César Awards was actually Jim Carrey's body double. First, Jim Carrey's eyes have always been a deep brown, especially during The Mask, in the Truman Show era. Those eyes carried a signature brown glow, lively and full of vitality. However, the person receiving the award had blue eyes, appearing almost unnaturally transparent under the bright stage lights. Second, anyone familiar with Jim Carrey knows that in recent years, he has gradually distanced himself from mainstream Hollywood social events and has publicly expressed his detachment from fame and celebrity culture. In contrast, the award recipient was very outgoing on stage, interacting frequently with the media and using exaggerated gestures, completely inconsistent with Jim Carrey's low-key personality. Finally, his classic movements and expressions seemed deliberately stiff. At the ceremony, he occasionally made familiar funny faces and exaggerated gestures, but these seemed like intentional imitations of Jim Carrey remembered from memory, lacking natural humor. Both the gestures and facial expressions carried a trace of mechanical precision, like a trained stand-in performing Jim Carrey. Do you think the person accepting the award at the César Awards was really Jim Carrey?
I got a joke. Okay, we'll end with a joke. We'll end with a joke for sure. I just gotta find this other one. Shit is creepy as fuck. Boom. Could y'all see this? Could y'all read this? Jess, you okay, bro? Oh, you talking about the shit that we know what's going on? Oh, you talking about something else? You can't read. Okay, so it says this is Courtney Cox. Yes, Courtney Cox. How long does it take to cook a baby in the microwave? I don't know. I close my eyes when I am baked. When I click my mouse, the M bait word. Aster bait, right? What type of fucking post is this? What? I don't. Yo, I can't even find the funniness in it. And my humor is pretty fucked off. Like I got a pretty fucked off humor. Like I could laugh at some weird shit. You close your eyes when you pleasure yourself. Courtney Cox. Y'all girl. Don't worry. There's more. We did that one. Not doing that one. Seen that one. Seen that one. I gotta find a joke. All right. We cruising out. If you try to pop it off, right? We're closing out, so let's ease it out, right? If you're trying to pop it off at the local Waffle House and you chuck the chair, and this is the result. Run. Just run. Start running right now. You're right. Finesse that. About that life. Run. You out of there.
I want some more motherfucking money.
My man 100 grand put something inside the till for today. Putting 5 on it, my G. You know it's a love thing. You already know. My man, 100 grand. J Dubs in the town square. Letting it be known. Not only did I hit the buttons, but I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the grind. Let me go in the satchel. Let me go inside the satchel and put some coins. You feel me? Inside the pail. Man, appreciate you, bro. You know it's a love thing for sure. And we closing out. So I gotta find you one more. I gotta find something else. I got a bunch of shit in. Let me go to that. Let me go to the jizzle. We could have a quick laugh and get the fuck on. Till a show later, obviously. No more conspiracy stuff. We good. I think we figured it out already, right? We all fucked off in the game. T is in here also. He dropped another joint.
I need money.
Y'all motherfuckers be in the shadows, you heard? I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at y'all at all, bro. Peace. Power, prosperity. T, what up, my man? 100 grand. You was hanging out with us last night over there by Red. He showed up today, my man. He said, Trent, I appreciate the effort. I hit the buttons already, but I'm going to follow up with the homie. I'm going to put another 5 inside the pail. You heard? And I appreciate all the support, however it looks. Just hitting buttons, right? And forwarding the chats, whatever the case is, bro. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the support. Pound for pound. But I have a strict, different type of appreciation for people that take their hard-earned dollar, right? And forward it to the homies. I do. I'm going to never not be that way. You know what I mean? Because I'm a worker too. I'm blue collar also. So I know what it is to take that dollar bill. You feel me? And give it to somebody in the name of salute and big respects and all that good shit. You already know.
Hey, Thickisha, we see you. We're going out to our reporter, Thickisha. Damn, she built like a rotisserie chicken. Do I look like a rotisserie chicken now? She's the only thing that can stop Cam Scataboo. I'm essentially a brick wall because what else could stop him? Nothing. He's actively trying to get CTE and I'm the only one that can stop him? She got enough muffin top to start 2 bakeries. And lucky for Tony's dad, he loves muffin tops. I can't even say it. Okay, Thickisha.
Red say I'm gonna follow up. Yeah.
I want some more motherfucking money.
Red say I'm gonna follow up and put something else inside the till. Red, you can't be that nice to me, you hear me? Appreciate you, love. I was over there by you last night. Had a fucking awesome time last night. As a matter of fact, some of the shit that we spoke about last night played today. So when you see things in sequence, right, and things have this chain links to them, not just in like how we talk on the back channel, would be like, yo, you peeping this, you peeping that, you peeping this, you peeping that, right? Or like you seeing things for yourself. It's the fact that we could put them all together, right? We could put them all together from what I'm seeing and tracking, what you seeing, what you tracking, what me and you seeing and what we tracking and what we talk about from other people in the sense having the same like the conversation pieces and the same thought at least. And that's the reason why I don't believe in coinky dink. Like if you put your time and even have the thought process of coinky dink, that means you circumcise yourself to be susceptible, and now you are certified pussy. To me, in my brain, am I right? Yes, I am.
Pussy, 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 pussy.
Because then what you're doing is you're telling the Almighty Creator that the energy He gave to you is not there. The tenacity, the drive, the motion that He gives to you, it falls into this gray area of bullshit magic, right? When you are the magic, when you are the magi, you smell me? Like, we are the living essence of the highest parts of God, which is the creation energy. So if God took His time to create you, our reflection of ourselves is how we have creations, how we have our children. That's our creation energy. That's when we exhibit the highest parts of us being godlike. We create in ourselves. I'm gonna leave it alone, G, because I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Freak pod, yeah. Freak pod is what makes children be born, though. So yeah, freak pod is tonight, G. You absolutely know it. Freak pod is tonight. I'm trying to find a good video to close out on, bro. Oh, let me stop showing this. Let me stop showing my. Let me stop showing the vault. Yeah. Yo, Trent is a freak. I'm not a freak. It just should be out there in the atmosphere. You feel me? And then some things are for freak pod. Some things are for, not for freak pod. Some things are for conspiracy pod. Right? But I keep showing the vault. Y'all not gonna comprehend why these things are in the vault. Oh, look at this shit. Okay, I got one. This is the best one I think I've seen so far. Pound for pound. This is the best one I've seen so far. Red, you already know, you're more than welcome to pull up at any time. Y'all know how we do it. When me and Red get together, it's mega conspiracy gang shit. Look at this shit, though. This is fire. This is fire. Rick Ross. Now, this is the Black Simpsons. This is the Black Simpsons, right? This is the best one I've seen. Of all these AI things, because the Flintstone one was pretty good, but this one's the best one. Rick Ross as Homer. Cardi B as Marge. Samuel L. Jackson as Mr. Burns. Speed as Bart. Glover as the Mo the bar guy, Mo the bartender. I didn't know who this was until I read the name, and I'm thinking that this is Kanye's baby. I don't know what that child looked like. Khaled as the dude that be in the bar all the time. Chappelle as Krusty the Clown. Harvey as Ned Flat. Marlon Wayans as Apu. This is the best recreation I've fucking seen this whole time. The whole time, this is the best one I've seen. That's it. They struck gold with that one. With that one, they struck gold. I give them that. That was gold. Whoever decided to do that one, they struck gold. I'm happy for them because that shit is perfect. It is perfect across the board. There is no losses in that one. That motherfucker's perfect. I think that's it, gang. Oh. I see y'all soon in a little bit. You feel me? For Freak Pod. Freak Pod is going down tonight. Me and Messi. We're probably gonna have a game show also. We're trying to mix a game show into it. So y'all want to pull up tonight, let it be known. Let it be known that y'all want to pull up and participate in game show night for Freak Pod. It's gonna be a fucking blast as usual. Y'all know what it is. It's the FDNHT trend. He and I is him. Slim Trim and I'm built to win. I'm Granny's baby. I'm numero uno flaco fuerte, aka Oscuro Caballo Oscuro. Y'all know it's a love thing. I see y'all soon. Yep.